Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikita. If you are new here, I'm so very happy to see you. If you are an oldie but a goodie, I love you so very much. So basically here on my channel we do all things home as of recent, decorating videos, room transformations, shop with me, and DIY. So just like this DIY you see kind of sort of behind me, sorry for the lighting. You guys love this so very much. I will link this video at the end. So I'm diving into some more home DIYs, and today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this type of aged vessel type of a look. So I've been really inspired by aged vessels from like Restoration Hardware, Pottery Barn, even Target is getting more into that type of vibe as well. I love how it just grounds your space and also gives it a lived-in type of feel. And as you know, a lot of these pieces can range in pricing, and that is just completely out of my budget. So I went thrifting, and I really cannot wait to show you how I did this. I can't even believe I did it so fast. It literally took one day, so I'm going to show you step by step of how I achieved this type of look for less. Before we get started, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that bell notification for every time that I upload so that you don't miss a thing. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So going into the thrift store, they had a lot of great finds, a lot of lamps, a lot of furniture. However, I came across this really nice vessel. I was so impressed with the shape, I had to grab it. And I love the detailing around the neck here. As you can see, it has a little bit of texture to it as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm starting off with some acrylic black paint, and I'm going to mix this with baking soda. So what the baking soda does is it adds a bit of texture and grittiness to the paint, and you're gonna see me mix this up pretty well, and you just want to get it to the consistency that you like. You don't want to add too little to where you can't see any texture popping through, but you don't want to add too much either to where you can't, it's so thick that you can't apply it to your vessel. Now I will show you a close-up in a bit, the difference between the two paints. So here is a spot of the regular acrylic paint without any baking soda, and next to it you're going to see the mixture that I've been using for application. You can see the texture and grittiness popping through, and here I'm just giving this a really nice base coat. And since it has texture, it's important to kind of not go up and down, but you want to go around the pot so it gives it that pottery type of look. I feel like if you were to go up and down, it would really look like a DIY. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving this a really nice coat, getting in the nooks and the crannies, except for the detailing like around the neck. I got in there a little bit, but I didn't want to get in there too much because I knew that for the next steps I wanted that kind of to pop through a bit. So I let that dry for a couple of hours, and this is what we are working with. I'm very satisfied with this being kind of the base of it, and then from here we can build up. So as you can see kind of like the strokes and how I went around the vase, which gives it more of a pottery type of a look. Now I'm going to be mixing this Waverly chalk paint with 3 different colors. I'm going to be mixing it with black, and then I'm also going to be mixing it with this kind of milky white, and then also a brown. And here are the 3 variations in color with that mixture, and I did add a little bit of baking soda to each little mixture that I have here. So I'm going in with a slightly damp paper towel, and I'm kind of just blotting the paint mixtures on it, sometimes one color at a time, sometimes 2 colors at a time, but you really want to go over it and blend all of the colors together in variation. And y'all know I did not paint the bottom because you will not be seeing the bottom wherever I put this down. But yeah, it's really about blending and building to your liking, but I'm just gonna let you watch what I'm doing, as you can see here, and then you're gonna see how this kind of plays into the next steps. But really and truly, you're just gonna continue to do this all over. Some areas you may want it lighter, some areas you may want it darker. It's very important to use all 3 colors. I feel like if you were to use one color, it wouldn't look as aged, so this is the technique that I'm using. So I'm just continuing to layer on the colors, and then right around the rim here, I'm going in with the lighter color just to accentuate the detailing of the top of this vase. This helps it to give it a more intentional look. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna get a little bit on the inside and a little bit by the neck there where my hand is kind of holding right now. So it's really important to cover all of your bases, and then anything that any scratch or nook in your vessel, you really want to go in with a lighter color just to help that to pop through. So you just saw me go in. I had actually damped like my hand a little bit with the glove, and then I kind of rubbed different areas just so it doesn't look so splotchy. And then now I'm going in with this paintbrush just to give it even more texture and dimension. And then I mixed some of that paint with even more baking soda to thicken it up just for the bottom there. And I think I'm done messing with it. We're gonna let this dry and continue on to the next step. So I let that dry about 80% of the way, not completely dry, but almost, and I'm rubbing some baking soda all over this vessel, and this just helps to give it a authentic antique aged type of a look, a bit of ashiness if you will. And we are going in with this clear coat, and my husband took this outside and just kind of coated this just to lock everything in. And you guys, look at the before of what this looked like, and here is the after. I am so obsessed with the transformation. It was so easy to do with very few little materials. So that wraps up my video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this step-by-step. I hope you know it was super easy to achieve. I hope you have fun. And let me know down below how you would style this in your home. I know fall is coming up and this is such a vibe. So let me know how I did down below. And I love you all so very much. We're growing so much here. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.